friends, welcome to your virtual art room. I'm your virtual art teacher, Miss Pomeranke, and today I have yet another awesome rubbing project for you. This time we're going to create our design using small pieces of thin cardboard. I hope you have fun.
For today's project, you'll need the following supplies: a couple pieces of white paper, some thin cardboard, like from a yogurt container or a cereal box or a box of granola bars, a pair of scissors, an eraser, a pencil, a peeled crayon for rubbing, some glue. I'm using Elmer's glue, but you could use a glue stick, and something to color with. I'm using watercolor paint, but you can use whatever you have in your house. The first step is to envision what you want your finished design to look like. In this example, I'm going to be doing a Roly Poly elephant. There are other animal examples in my Roly Poly Cartoons video that I'm linking, but you don't have to do an animal at all. You could do a vase of flowers, or you could make a monster. It's really up to you. Draw your design in pencil on a piece of paper. I'm using Sharpie for this example so you can see my lines. You'll notice my design is made up of really simple shapes. There aren't a lot of tiny details in this drawing. Simple shapes will make for a better rubbing. Now I'm going to take my cardboard and cut out each of these shapes. They're not going to be perfect or exact, but I'm just going to do my best. I'll need my biggest piece of cardboard for the body, so I think I should do that first. That part is good. Now I need the eyes. I want both eyes to be the same, so instead of drawing a new one, I'm going to trace the one that I have. I can't draw the pupil on because if I do that, when I rub over it, that won't show. So I actually need to cut a separate piece for the pupil of my eye. I want this other eye's pupil to be the same, so I'm going to trace this one. If I put it near the corner, then it'll be easier to cut out. I'm not at all worried about these marks that are on the cardboard because this cardboard is just our printing plate and our rubbings will be the actual art. Now it's time for the trunk. Now I need my legs and my ears. I want the other ear to be the same, so what am I gonna do? If you said trace it, you're absolutely right. See how I'm putting it near the edge so I have less to cut? You notice I have all of my cardboard with the brown side up, but it is absolutely fine to glue it with the colorful side up. It won't make a single difference with your rubbing. All I have to do now is those feet, and they're really just rectangles. I want all four of them to be the same, so I'm going to trace. Now I'm going to start gluing my pieces onto my paper. I can use any kind of glue for this. I'm going to be using white glue, and I'm going to start with the parts that are furthest away. So this leg is farthest away from us. I'm going to glue that one on first. because I want this front leg to cover over it. See that? Do the same thing with these legs. Start with the back leg. And now the front leg. Now the ears are behind the head. See how the head overlaps the ears? So the ears go on next. You'll notice they're not exactly the same as my paper. That's totally fine. It's time for the body, which will go right there. I see that my ears need to go out just a little bit further. Glue my body on. Now for the eyes, I'll glue the pupil to the eye and do the same thing on the other eye, trying to make them match. Now all I have left is that trunk. At this point, I'm going to put my artwork to the side to dry. I'll come back to it when the glue is dry so that it doesn't slip and slide around while I'm trying to do my rubbing. My glue is dry and it's time to do my rubbing. I'll put my paper on top and tape it down so that it doesn't move. 2 opposite corners should be enough. Now I'll take my crayon and start rubbing. I'll go gently at first. I can always go harder later. Now that I can see my basic lines, I'll go a little bit harder, just in the areas where I see the edge of my cardboard to make my lines stand out more. You're bound to get some stray marks, and that's okay. Now that my rubbing is done, I can color it with markers, watercolors, or other crayons, whatever coloring material I choose. And then I could make another rubbing and another rubbing and cover my walls with elephants. I wonder what designs you've done.
Thanks for taking the time to make some art with me today, friends. I can't wait to see your work. Don't forget to upload and share. I'll see you next week.